If you're a contractor, designer, architect in this area, you need to come experience this in real time for yourself. Once you're here and you start thinking about all the possibilities, you'll come up with 100 ways to use this to your advantage and really help your clients. So anything you can see on a screen, you can project.
Exactly right. That's what we're all about here, is full scale, giving people the ability to visualize their space before they start construction, make any changes on the front end so that you're avoiding those change orders on the back end.
Good morning. We are here at Walk Thru Plans in Plymouth, Massachusetts with Scott and Mike. So I'm going to let these guys introduce themselves and we'll go from there.
My name is Mike from Walk Thru Plans. This is Scott, my business partner. We opened up about 2 months ago and excited to have BuildX here, give them a walkthrough and show them what we're capable of.
All right, let's go inside out of the wind. Winter's coming. So tell us about the dream, how we got here, how this all started.
Well, I've been in construction for 30 years. Scott and I were roommates at Westfield State. Graduated in '94. I got out of school and got right into construction. 10 years after construction, I started my own business. And one of the biggest struggles we had was communicating our final plans to customers because they have a hard time visualizing. So when we saw this idea of Walk Thru Plans, I presented it to Scott. And Scott took the ball and ran with it, and now we're here.
We're working with builders and architects and homeowners to try and relieve some of that stress on the front end. Did I get my plans right? And hopefully avoid a lot of the change orders on the back end during the construction phase. If you're comfortable with the designs up front, you're really going to minimize how much you're going to have to spend.
We're going to go into space now and check it out and talk about how we use it. So again, this is the X9 on the floor here, 2 scale. This is a 900 square foot, 2-bedroom, 2-bath, farmer's porch on the front. And this is my front door here coming in. And now I'm in the living room. And I have my kitchen, 2 seats at the counter. Again, this is a basic kitchen layout. We can change this layout any way you want. And then this plan does have a covered porch in the rear. Plenty of room out here for a table and some seating. Lots of room. And I'm back inside now. And I'm going to my first bedroom here. So this is the stockable washer dryer right here. And now I'm into this bedroom. This is a queen size bed. Nice big closet. Yeah, so we can really get some sense of scale to see that, okay, I will be able to walk around my bed. We have our stackable washer dryer. And then we have our bath here. Now this is showing a tub obviously, but the normal plan would be a stand-up shower. I gotta be honest with you, I didn't think I was gonna like this as much as I do.
I'm happy that you said that.
So tell us about the size of the space, how it all works, kind of give us that tech review.
So we have commercial LED projector technology. So we've got 5 projectors mounted on the ceiling, and we've got proprietary software that stitches the images together to give you up to a 70 by 40 image in one snapshot on the floor.
70 by 40, wow.
We also have the ability on our projection wall to do up to 20 by 30 projections. And that could be still images, could be 3D home tours, it could be drone footage, it could be an elevation of what your kitchen cabinets are going to look like.
So if I have a kitchen elevation, you can put it on the wall there. What'd you say that was, 30 feet?
30 feet.
So
30
pretty
feet
much
wide.
most kitchens are going to fit on that wall, one shot. And I'm going to see it to scale and be able to walk up to it.
Absolutely. That's what we're all about here, is full scale, giving people the ability to visualize their space before they start construction, feel comfortable that they've got their designs right, make any changes on the front end so that you're avoiding those change orders on the back end.
Amen to that. First time building is fun, second time sucks.
And we do have the ability with working with folks like yourself, Buzz, to actually just plug into our system and make those real-time changes.
So anything you can see on a screen, you can project.
Exactly right. Exactly.
And the way you scale it is you put on the floor, then you take out a tape measure and verify, and then you tweak to make sure it's 1-to-1.
Verify, validate before the clients show up so that when they do show up for their scheduled appointment, they're ready to go, and you just start working with yourselves or your designers to make sure you're comfortable with those designs.
So I see you're beginning to get some props in here. We have a bed, a couch, a little bit of vanity, a tub. So we're starting to build some life-size props to bring into the projection to give people some scale.
Again, they're just trying to help people understand what the space is going to look and feel like once it's constructed. So you have portable walls, beds, chairs, side tables, whatever it might be to try and help people experience the space. There's only so much you can get from a social media video post or checking it out on the computer. Walking through those doors the wow factor is there. You walk into the space and you get it. It makes sense.
Yeah.
And it's cool.
It is. Yeah, but it serves a massive purpose. Like you said, you're about to invest, $400 or $500 or $1 million or $2 million or $5 million on a property, right? You want to make sure you want to know what it feels like.
Why not?
I even go back to just a $150,000 kitchen. You wouldn't want to see those cabinets in scale before you invest in a $150,000 kitchen. For the price of a dishwasher, you can look at your whole entire kitchen, your elevations, and your layout. So I think even the smaller jobs are just as valuable as those larger jobs with the full plans. So we see the value in all aspects of construction.
Yeah, especially if you have a really high quality rendering of it,
Yep.
so you can really understand how it's going to feel and look. Thanks again.
Thank you, Buzz. I want to say thanks to BuildX, Buzz, and the team
Thank you,
for
Buzz.
coming down. I really appreciate it.
Yeah.
Look forward to working with you guys in the future.
Awesome. All right, thanks guys. That's a wrap from here. And remember, just build, baby.